just 15 days since that earthquake hit in Haiti. I want to go to Port-au-Prince right now. CNN's Anderson Cooper and Sanjay Gupta, they've both been there from almost the beginning. I want you guys to weigh in. Anderson, let me start with you. The president's going to be speaking tonight about foreign affairs, too, not only domestic issues. He's going to speak about what's happening in Iraq, Afghanistan, Iran, for example. But I'm sure he's going to mention what's happening in Haiti. What are you going to be listening for, Anderson?
Well, first of all, let me just say that Sanjay and I were listening to the panel before, and we're all shocked at how squeaky clean and fresh you guys look. So apologize for us not quite being up to the same standards. But you know, I think there's certainly going to be some in Haiti. I mean, look, most people here do not have electricity. Obviously, not going to be watching television or really hearing much, if anything, about this speech. Probably the elites in Haiti are going to be paying attention, who do have access to television, are going to be paying attention to what the president says about Haiti, if anything, in this speech. And particularly, there's a lot of concern here about the U.S. not living up to promises that it has made for the rebuilding of Haiti. And so I think there's a lot of concern about what kind of commitment the U.S. is going to have long-term here on the ground.
Yeah, Sanjay, I know you're going to be listening very carefully, among other things, to what he says and doesn't say about health care reform.
Oh, absolutely. You know, with regard to health care reform, how strong is he going to be on this particular topic, given the events of the last week? Are we going to hear some of the same sort of promises and some of the same language that we heard as far back as the campaign? We do know a couple of things. I mean, some of the basic apply this idea that people should have health care insurance, that they should not be discriminated against for pre-existing conditions, and that, you know, insurance companies should be capped in terms of what they can charge for these policies. But pretty much after that, Wolf, as we've talked about for some time, it's a little bit up for grabs, and I think that it'll be interesting to see how definitive he is on some of these other things that he's talked about for so long.
You know, it's amazing when you think about it, and I think about you guys, Anderson, you and Sanjay Gupta. It's been, what, 15 days. In terms of what you've gone through and the people of Haiti have gone through, it's unbelievable how painful all of that has been. But in terms of politics here in the United States these past 15 days, they've seen a pretty significant change, and the speech the president's going to deliver tonight is going to be different than the one he would have delivered before that Massachusetts Senate race that seems to have changed so much right now. And the president's going to acknowledge he bears some of that responsibility for the failure over his first year in the White House. It's going to be an interesting part of the speech. But as you listen tonight, Anderson, let's drill down a little deeper on Haiti right now. Give our viewers in the United States and around the world a sense of what is happening right now. Are things getting better, staying the same? The enormity of this crisis.
Well, you know, we're seeing every single day things slowly, excuse me, improving in the lives of people. But look, there's still, you know, a couple hundred people in the park behind us. They've been there since day one. There are, I think, more than 1 million people said to be homeless. At this point, the death toll is anywhere from 150,000 or higher, though, frankly, the Haitian government, I don't even think they're really counting the dead. They're just dumping them on the sides of the roads outside of town. So there is still, the needs are overwhelming. I mean, you do see people cleaning up. You see people taking matters into their own hands. You do see some bulldozers bulldozing some of these broken down homes and tossing it out. But the needs are overwhelming. The infrastructure is so depleted. Even in the best of times, there wasn't much of one. So there's a long road ahead.
Yeah, Sanjay, give us a thought from you.
Well, you know, we focus on the acute phase of things, you know, taking care of patients, saving their lives, frankly. But what I'm really sort of struck by, Wolf, is that so few people have a home to go to after that. They're not going to get any post-operative care or just post-hospital care of any sort. We talk about so many amputations being performed. I mean, Anderson and I know that if you don't have a leg and you live in Port-au-Prince, it's essentially a death sentence for you. How are these prosthetics actually going to get fit? How are they going to get refit as kids grow older? There's a lot of long-term issues which are going to declare themselves.
All right, guys, you're going to be with us throughout the night. We're going to check back with you. We're also going to check